I really want this video to reach Comrade Morara Kebaso. By now, Mr. Morara, you should be able to realize that you have the attention of the country. You have the attention of the Kenyan media, and you have the attention of the clergy, including the ground supporters, the young men and women who are supporting you, and they are supporting the cause which you started. And I have a problem with how you are running your programs. You see, revolutions have a structure, and the revolutionary structures are designed such that there is no head, there is no hierarchy, because revolution depends on numbers and the total number of people who embrace a particular ideology to achieve a particular agenda. All right? But when you take a revolutionary spirit and make it a political party, then that is a totally different thing. And the manner in which you form this party will inform whether people trust you or they don't. Revolutions which have happened all over the world, there is no rest, there is no break. But with you, you have come out to tell the people that you want a break, and that break, you want it to be given 2 days break so that you can put certain strategies together. The people that you do these strategies with, we don't know them, but we can only see the impact of what they do with you or to you. I'll give you, for example, the other day you were complaining that the NIS had fixed a mole inside your group. Morara, when you took up a revolutionary spirit and showed up, and you are now on the front line, we, the Kenyan people, didn't help you do the vetting of those people you are now complaining about. We, the Kenyan people, have stood with you, and some of us have contributed coins, shillings, to your cause. But it is getting us worried because the structure of what you have now turned into an inject political party is becoming like a sexist organization, because I have looked at that structure. There is no woman, no lady to perpetuate, to progress, or to advance the cause of whatever is enshrined in our constitution. But then you still come back again and tell us that if we don't want to support you, then we should stop now. You are even giving us an ultimatum on who should board and who should not. It's like you are complaining. Morara Kebaso, revolutionaries don't complain. And by the way, we don't owe you anything. We owe you our support, only that. And that support can come to you in terms of monetary support, and it can also come in terms of standing with you. Now that you have turned a revolutionary spirit into a political party, inject, which we don't even know whether you did a public participation for it to come. Now that you have turned it into a political party, and you have instituted yourself as the party leader, there are so many people who had the same spirit, the way you had. But who made you the party leader? Did you just rise up by the mere virtue that you have been going across the country and you are now the party leader of Inject? How did you arrive there? What is the constitution that allowed you to be there? and what is the party structure. You see, these are the things that you need to share with the general public if you want to earn our trust again. Mr. Kebaso, you are dealing with a population that is learned, advanced technologically, and also people who have been betrayed in the past. You are beginning to mingle with a generation who have never voted, and also a generation that have been betrayed. Some have enjoyed the proceeds of crime, and others have been betrayed. So when they choose to support you, they are doing so while their second thought is at the back of their head, and it is not their fault. I have a problem with the way you are being arrested, because that one alone, to me, as a person who is interested in psychology and communication, it sends a particular message. Mr. Kebaso, have you ever noticed that you are the person who is being arrested when there is something big going down? And that calls for the question, are you an agent of the state meant to distract us from the things that matter? Because whenever something critical is happening in this country, it is a pattern, and I have noticed. You have to be arrested. And then these your arrests, they end up nowhere. You know, when a state wants to divert the attention of the population, they pick a target. And a target must be well known to the population. Then they pick on it, they arrest him to divert the attention of the people. Where I sit, I see you as an agent of the state. And because even those arrests, you have not even held a media briefing to tell us what they did to you. But I know the people who have participated in revolutionary struggles, whenever they are arrested, they normally go through hell. And when they come out, some of them who are cheap can get compromised and even stop the revolutionary struggle. I'm beginning to question the pattern with which you are being arrested and how you took a break when the issue of this rigiji has died down. You were arrested when the impeachment of Deputy President took the center stage. But now that it is almost cooling down, you are also taking a break. They don't make sense. And I'm not saying that you are going to be dragged behind in whatever you do, but you need to come out very clearly. Set yourself apart from all these things that are happening. I saw it with the Embu incident. I saw it with the impeachment of the Deputy President. And now that you are on a break, we don't know which event that is coming up which will lead to your arrest again. Revolutions eat their own children, as once governor of Siaya, James Orengo, said one time. But this one of yours is only leading to a particular pattern of arrest. Morara Kebaso, we are getting worried, and the earlier you come out, the better. Because Kenya is a very, very impatient population. Thank you.
Lying to him is smart. He used to be smart. He is no longer smart. Right now, he's waiting to hear the track we are taking and sending his people inside here in the spaces to hear the ideas that we have so that he can look for how to counter them. Fellow Kenyans, brain and counter brains. And Ruto is one in brain. He's not the only educated person in this country. We are more educated. We have also knowledge which we are inborn with it, God-given knowledge, and join it up together. We can remove Ruto as early as yesterday, as long as we cooperate. The other issue is the issue of giving money to there's a speaker was just spoken about giving people money. That's the truth. There are people who are taking advantage of the desperation of Kenyans, and others actually are getting even money from the Ruto, and they're coming here pretending they are supporting us so that we collect money and we send to them, and they take the money back to Ruto, while we are still here trying to think that they mean good to us. We have to be careful. We have to be vigilant. And they come up with maybe either a team of few people whom we are sure they mean what we do, and not the person who is carrying out the activity, who is collecting the money direct from us. Let's merge the money in the same place, and then we can actually give even the money we are having a rally. Then we can remove that money, we go for the rally. A number of people, not just a few people, or one person saying that I'm doing this, I'm doing the other. Can we stand firm? We are going to redeem our country by our own monies and by our own effort, without relying on a single entity who is telling you, I am the right person, I am doing this for you. You are not even sure whether they are doing what they are telling you they are doing. And when somebody wants to take money, you know, Kenyans, we are very smart. When I want to eat money from you, I will still eat the money. Thank you so much, fellow Kenyans. All the roads 20th leading to Uhuru Park, so that we can show Ruto we are not with him. The Kenyans are on their own, and he's on his own. Also, let's also give an opportunity to all other leaders who are not in the government, so that they can join the same team. We become a strong team. The way it was in 2022 when we removed Moi is the same way we should do, so that we remove Ruto. Thank you so much, and may God bless us, and may God bless Kenya.
Before we proceed to MESQ, I just want to point out the 25th of June, there was still no funds. So let's not concentrate too much on money. The most effect that was felt in the country was done without money. Of course, money can bring in more, but really let's also look at other resources, because we shouldn't forget about the potential that money has to really divide. MESQ. As you search your mic, Wambui. Oh, sorry, Wambua.
Wambua, can you hear us? Wambua. Microphone is yours.
Okay. If Wambua cannot hear us, what we're going to do now is, unfortunately, because we only have 19 minutes to go, we're not going to add any other persons to the mic. We're going to just add CPM. I think CPM dropped. And then only those on the mic will say something, and then we close. We're going to be planning other spaces. We really apologize that we're not able to accommodate everyone, and some of you have been waiting from the very beginning. I really apologize. But we added you one more hour. So let's go by Beatrice, and then Tom Boyer and Paul, and then we close. Beatrice?
Hello, good evening. How are you, Marge?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I can hear you.
I am well, thank you so much. Mine is an appreciation to you for holding space to have a mature social political audit about Kenya and amongst Kenyans. Perhaps what I might want to invite this platform to do is to champion for a space where we bring together all these leadership that emerged during the organic organizing towards and after June 25th. Why I'm saying this is because I think we are struggling with trust issues as Kenyans. We are struggling with finding our points of convergence. So I'm inviting us as well to kill the individualism that is projected with the kind of power that these X spaces give us as either influencers, journalists, from wherever, as lawyers, from wherever we organize from, or from whichever that is our organizing philosophy. So I'm inviting us to have an internal analyzing of ourselves and then ask ourselves what technicalities or what technical gain or thing you're giving to the movement that believes in Ruto must go. Not Ruto must go in 2027, but Ruto must go now. Why, Marge and Kenyans that are listening in here? I have a problem with whoever released the Ruto must go clarion. Why? Because it didn't say when. And people are planning in silos. So as we continue to plan in silos, what technical expertise are you bringing in to not only just say Ruto must go online, but to also effect it? That would be that.
Yes, very precise. Thank you so much for really being on point and keeping the time, Beatrice. Tom and then Paul. Tom Boyer? Okay, going once, going twice. Paul?
Hello.
Hello. Take it away.
Okay. So, thanks for hosting the space and and also allowing me to speak. What I wanted to say is like,
okay, once, going twice.
Thank you. Let Paul pick it up.
Okay, what I wanted to say is that, okay, fine, like the way forward, I think there should be a central place where this communication or all the points, because we can have a meeting right now and then discuss all these issues, but there are people who are not listening and we want to get back to, and they would love to know what happened, what people discussed, what points were taken, and let's say if like having a website, like there's issues which are going on, like where we have a website or a central place where every Kenyan can actually go and get the information, right? Because like not everyone can be able to attend on this meeting, but otherwise, but there are good points which have been laid forth. For example, the gentleman who was talking about like having a central place where for voting and also where the money is spent, the money is kept, having different departments, selecting different people committees where they're going to be discussing issues and stuff like that. So it's very key and it's very important to have a central place. Let's say we have our own, like it's the same thing we have like e-citizen, we have our own website where all this information is put. Guys are allowed to vote, guys are allowed to give opinions, and then there are people who like kind of state when let's say if you give 7 days or 14 days whereby this information will be collated, and then this will be the way forward people have chosen to go. I think that will be very, very important. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Paul, for your submission and for really joining in and contributing to the conversation. We really appreciate. Tom Boyer? Okay, when you call on Tom, he's not speaking. So now we're winding up. So Nelson, over to you for your closing remarks.
Thank you, Marge. I don't have much to say. I think General Miguna said it all. We need to overhaul the entire system. Otherwise, all these calls that we are making, saying form IBC, dissolve parliament, I don't know, all these things, they're just, in Kiswahili we say, hazitazuia tembo kunywa maji, something like this. So the real issue is for us to go in large numbers, and we don't even need a lot of numbers to do it, because in Bangladesh it was only the students who did it, and even in Paris normally it's not many, it's not the entire population that does it, it's only Parisians who normally go to the streets, and it's really felt. So even the finance bill itself, it wasn't 1 million people in the street, but it was really felt. So it has to come from the people to go and to protest in the streets, and that's gonna be our only solution right now. Otherwise, Ruto is going to cement his position in power. And the last thing I would like to say is to call everyone to come and support the 20th March. I think people are going to Uhuru Park, so everyone should come from wherever, even from different counties to Nairobi, and let's occupy Uhuru Park. Let's occupy Nairobi. Let's make our voices heard. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nelson. There was a lady who actually wanted to speak, but I cannot see her. I would have given her the last chance. Be real, I cannot see you. Daktari, do you have any other last comments before we close? Yeah.
Yes, Marge. I just wanted to say that Ruto